We are going down. And look, the sooner you accept that, the more happy you'll be. We are in the 5 stages of grief right now. People are angry, people are in denial. And as I said, the sooner you get to acceptance, the happier you'll be. I just got back from Luton Town 1, Plymouth 1. And look, there was no match preview because I've been ill. Sorry about that. However, if I'd done the match preview, and as I've said on Discord, if we didn't win this game, we were as good as down. So now, here are my thoughts. We are as good as down. Plymouth tonight, they came for a point. They came with the aim of not losing. And what did Luton Town offer? We played some nice football for parts. And, well, we had a game plan. And that was cross the ball into the box and get it to Elijah Adebayo and Lassie Nordas. And the only positive I can really take from the game is Lassie Nordas. He looks a prospect, 23. He's strong. He puts himself about. And he got a great assist for Jacob Brown to score with his first touch. And that was pretty much the only thing Jacob Brown did. Still one man the match, though. So, the team news. And once again, we played a 3-5-2. And yeah, I'd say 2/3 of our play was great. Liam Walsh, he's doing everything he can to pay back the fans who pretty much got on his back and said, got to bomb this guy out of the club. Nakamba, yeah, he looks good when he's playing defensive midfield. Naismith is the one that gives us the defensive solidity, though. And he is the glue that holds that defensive line together. And the fact that we didn't go out and get Naismith at the beginning of the season, I think, considering he's sort of been out of favour at Bristol City, or he wasn't really in the plans at Bristol City this season, that is something that could have cost us, because Cal Naismith gives us that sort of leadership that we've been lacking. He is the successor to Tom Lockyer. He communicates. In all fairness, he's a better footballer than Tom Lockyer. He might not be a better defender than Tom Lockyer, but he is technically a better footballer. And considering what we were thinking our style of play would be at the beginning of the season, Cal Naismith should have been our first port of call, especially if we could have got him on a loan. But I guess at the time we were hanging our hopes on Mark McGuinness, although he might have been a backup plan. Yeah, anyway, I'm going off on a wild tangent about the team news. Carlton Morris missed out because of illness, and that meant, to be honest, when it came to making the substitutions, and with 10 minutes to go, Lassie Nordas goes off, we're still bombing balls into the box to Nick Ali and Jacob Brown, who are not good in the air, especially against the absolute giants that Plymouth Argyle had at the back. And look, firstly, I'm going to say fair play, Plymouth. The fans, great fans. They sang throughout the entire game. And they gave us a lot of abuse. And, well, we tried to give it back. But considering how long that journey is, I think that's going to be a 6-hour journey back. Fair play to them. They won't be back until the wee hours of the morning, and they saw their team get the points that they wanted. The plan for Plymouth was never to win the game. I don't think, anyway. In the first half, they barely troubled us, barely got anything in. The only problem was when they did get a ball through, and it was fortunately offside. I haven't seen it back yet, but I've been told It was very tight offside, possibly not even offside. And the issue there is Thomas Kaminski coming off his line. He just doesn't want to come off his line. And to be fair, from what I saw, because it was right in front of me, Kaminski could have done better with the Plymouth goal. Now, the problem with how we play, fundamentally, Plymouth have 3 big centre-backs. So what do? We cross from deep. And we kept doing that over and over again. This is bread and butter for these big hulking centre-backs. And yeah, you have Elijah and Lassie Nordas up against them, but they were happy to just hack it out of play, boot it, give us corners, give us throw-ins, because you know what? As soon as the long throw comes in, bam, they're heading them away again. They defended incredibly well. Fair play, Plymouth. And when they went a goal down, they attacked. They went up and got that goal that they needed. We should have defended better. Yes, McGuinness was off, but in reality, the problem that the goal went in on the other side, so McGuinness wouldn't have been involved anyway, would he? And I'm just trying to think where we are with this season. So I've accepted relegation. To be honest, I thought relegation was on the cards pretty early in the season. I'm just trying to rationalize it in my own mind. This relegation will be the 7th that I've seen at Luton Town, and by far this is the worst relegation. Of every single relegation I have seen, this is the most avoidable relegation. And fingers need to be pointed. I still think Rob Edwards shoulders a lot of the blame. But there's plenty of blame to go around. Don't get me wrong. I said it in our last podcast. I'll put it in the description beneath this video. And I point fingers at Gary Sweet. And I think if we go down, when we go down, he needs to be relieved of his duties on the football side of Luton Town Football Club. He needs to focus on Power Court because that is where he's doing a tremendous job. Rob Edwards, though, he's done a number on these players. He's let standards slip. And they have slipped so far. They really have. And today, don't get me wrong, Matt Bloomfield, he's improved the structure of the team. We don't get cut open down the middle like we have done so many times. And there are indications that certain things are improving, such as, cast your mind back to the Sheffield Wednesday game, where the Sheffield Wednesday player just ran through the middle and Walters was like behind him. No, I'm not going to bring you down. I'm not going to bring you down. And then he got into the box and then he was brought down. So today, Alfie Doughty, he just pushes a Plymouth player just because he didn't want him getting to the box. He didn't want him getting around him. Now that's improvement. That's learning from your mistakes. There's been a lot of that. However, the fact of the matter is, we're just not good enough. We have not been good enough all season. And playing the team directly above us in the table, at home, a team that have not won away all season in the Championship, and we can't win, we deserve to go down. We don't deserve to stay up. And if you think we deserve to stay up, give your head a wobble. We have been spineless, insipid. We've been terrible all season. The players need the fingers pointed at them. Rob Edwards needs fingers pointed at them. And Gary Sweet needs fingers pointed at him. And he needs to face the consequences of his action on the football side. But I've accepted it. Long story short, we're fucked. But hey, at least the long term of the future of the club is preserved. Great. But as I said at the beginning of this, just accept it, because it'll be a load off your mind. And then we go again next season. We need a wholesale clear out. We need 13, maybe 14, 15 players gone. We need to let Bloomfield do it his way. We need someone in on the football side who has no loyalties to anyone at the club. He's just here to do a job, and he has key performance indicators relating to the performances of the team on the pitch. None of this Rob Edwards shit, whereby he's allowed to just keep making the team more and more miserable, more useless, more spineless, just because he's got credit in the bank for taking us to the Premier League. That is the only reason Rob Edwards stayed around, because the board felt they owed him one. I highly doubt in their hearts of hearts that they thought he was the man to turn it around. They probably just liked him too much and felt in debt to him. Right. Watford away next. Not looking forward to it. Never look forward to the M1 derby. Anything can happen, but with our away form the way it is, I think it's going to be another loss. Right. We'll do the match preview, and we'll get the opposition view from the Do Not Scratch Your Eyes pods. But remember, hit that subscribe button. They're not always as miserable as this. Luton Town content, Championship content, even though Luton Town are most likely not going to be in the Championship next season. Take care, everyone. Just accept it. We're going down. But most importantly, come on, you League One Hatters.